I just got done watching a victory of Michigan ice hockey over Ohio State at their place. Let's go. Chop the nut. But Kirk Campbell was hired as Michigan's offensive coordinator for football. So we have to talk about that now. Uh, I have to believe there was a search by Sharon Moore for the best coordinator in the nation, and then he decided to stay with Campbell because they together have a direction for this Michigan offense. Is it going to be the same? Is it going to be more pass heavy? This guy has a history with quarterback play. Um, which I think Michigan has to run the ball and be a balanced team, of course. So quarterback play will be necessary in next season. I did an offensive outlook. You can go watch that video in a card. I'll put it right here if I can remember. And I also did the defensive video. But Sharon Moore is starting to fill out his staff. This is the fourth hire. We still need a defensive coordinator to be named for this program. But as far as right now, offensive coordinator is filled, and it is Kirk Campbell. The defense is so elite on this team, you don't have to score 40 points per game. In my opinion, going into next season, Kirk Campbell started off here as a GA, graduate assistant at West Virginia Wesleyan College. He was there for 2 years in 2009 and 2010. And then he coached wide receivers and tight ends at Tiffin in the 2011 season. And then this guy went through the ringer and worked his way up through the ranks the hard way. He worked his way up to this offensive coordinator position at the University of Michigan. This guy spent 5 years as offensive coordinator at Alderson Broaddus University. And he was promoted to head coach, but he only did that for 5 months. Didn't even go into the season because Penn State came calling. When he was named head coach there at Alderson, Penn State called in. He was hired as an offensive analyst he was there for 3 years as an offensive analyst at Penn State, and they never gave him the breaks. So then he got the offensive coordinator and quarterback coach jobs, both of them, at Old Dominion. But then he was let go in 2021, and then Michigan happened now to this young man. In 2022, he was hired again as an analyst at Michigan, so he had to start over, but at a better program than Penn State. But he was promoted to quarterback coach last season for Michigan's 2023 National Championship season while J.J. McCarthy was there. He had a hand in developing J.J. McCarthy. He gets credit for how J.J. sprung forward as a junior from a sophomore. So I like the hire here by Sharon Moore. It's keeping everyone intact as always, and keeping that philosophy and the culture still going. The quarterbacks are familiar with him. The offense is familiar with Kirk Campbell. So I like it. But will he still work with the quarterbacks is the question now that he is going to be a play caller for Michigan. Not a lot of people can do that. Sharon Moore did, but he got the head coach job. So maybe he will. Maybe Kirk Campbell can handle and work with Alex Orji and Jaden Denegal. But if not, who is the new quarterback coach for the University of Michigan? Would it be Denard Robinson, another analyst? on this team? Would it be that guy? Also, what does this hire mean for Mike Hart? Mike Hart, the legendary running back at Michigan, and he's been the coach for the running backs the last few seasons. Is he content with staying the running back coach, or is he going to be leaving? And Sherrone Moore now has another opening to fill. We will see. Culture is there. Sherrone Moore's trying to keep it all intact. This team, the players themselves are going to be amazing next season. So it all depends on what the leadership looks like for this program. Jim Harbaugh was on Rich Eisen. I saw him talking on there on YouTube, and he left it in good hands. He's not wrong, and I don't blame him for leaving. So it's up to Sherrone Moore now, and he's putting his staff together, and Kirk Campbell will be your offensive coordinator next season. So can't wait to see how it goes. So there you have it. What do you think about the hire? Do you think it's a good thing in keeping the culture and the familiarity for the players all together, or should they have went and got, I don't know, who's the best offensive coordinator that's available right now? Probably nobody. So it's the best hire here for the University of Michigan. We'll see how he can do. Thank you, everybody, and have a great night out there. Go Blue, and go Michigan hockey for beating Ohio State. Chop, chop. Let's go.